Hello, my talkative friends. It's me, Vicky, and you see, I'm joined today by Estefanía, a Spanish
Hi.
teacher from the YouTube channel Viajando español. And Estefanía loves helping travel lovers connect with Latin American Spanish. And today she's joining us from her home in Brazil, although she's originally from Argentina. And that's one of the things that we're going to be focusing on, this idea of different cultures and different homes. So, Estefania, do you want to add anything? Did I miss anything in the introduction that you feel is important to share?
No,
Or unimportant, it doesn't matter. Why don't you tell us a fun fact about you? Something that nobody knows, or like one of your, I don't know, a deep dark secret, no, but just tell us tell us something that's unique about Estefania.
I'm very bad at sports. And in my hometown, the children call me Ojota. Ojota is this because you cannot.
So they call you flip
play
flop?
sports. You cannot play sports with that, so that was my nickname. And yeah, so board games and stuff like that were better for me to have fun
right?
than sports.
You can definitely play board games wearing flip flops, not a problem at all. And
Yeah.
I was really interested in learning how board games have deepened your relationship with your Brazilian family now that you live in Brazil. How long have you lived in Brazil?
I'm here in 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
2 years now. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that, say what?
No, go.
No, you have to say whatever you were going to say.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking when you contacted me to talk about this, I started to think about the games in my life, and it was also important when I traveled in my solo travel or year in Europe and in South America. And then when I came here to Brazil, and I didn't know how to speak Portuguese, but I had a family because my partner is Brazilian, and we were here. I had a new family to talk to with no language. So thank you, games.
And so tell us about that. How did the games help you then overcome that barrier of not being able to speak the language, but be able to communicate and connect with your family, your new family?
Yeah, because sports couldn't help with that.
Right.
Everybody laughed about me playing sports. So with games was.
It's a windy day. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, I don't know why I have. With sports, I couldn't do nothing. So games helped me. So we played Buraco. You know the card game Buraco?
No.
We have a version in Argentina which is with fichas. I don't know how to
like
say
with
it.
little pieces or little tokens, maybe.
But here in Brazil, they play it with cards. So
but it's the same
like
game.
Yeah, it's like the canasta. I don't know.
Yes, I think I do know that game. I've heard of it for sure.
Yeah. So when I came here, I've seen that all my. When I say my family, it's my partner's family because it's easier to say. So everybody asked me if I could play it. And I said, yes, I spent all my childhood playing that. Not with cards, but yeah. So I started playing, and it was a really nice way to have something in common with them at the beginning.
Yeah. That was like, that's what I find really neat about that is it wasn't just learning a new game. It was like getting to join your like your Argentine culture and Brazilian culture together through one game.
Yeah. Yeah, so in the beginning it was awesome, but I have another secret. I'm not competitive.
Oh, you aren't?
That's why, yeah, so.
But what about your family? Your Brazilian family? Super competitive.
They are, yeah. They really want to win that game. So.
And if you let them win, does that take the fun out of it? Because like when you play with children, if you let a child win, they love it. They don't even notice and they're totally happy. But with adults, sometimes they might be like, oh, you let me win. I want to win for real.
No, but it was almost impossible to win because they count cards, you know, those people who memorize.
Like they cheat?
No.
But isn't counting cards, isn't that what, there are some actors that play, like Ben Affleck or something, somebody, I think that he got in trouble for cheating with poker on the like celebrity poker because they thought he was counting cards. I don't know how it works, but I've heard of that.
Yeah, no, me neither. But what I'm saying is like if you have, I don't know, they can memorize all the cards.
So they know which cards have been played and which cards have been picked. So they're like able to almost like use math. They're like, all right, so if there were 2 2s and 5 4s, then that means that the probability of, yeah, that's too much for my brain. I wouldn't.
Yeah, so I wanted to have fun.
And were you able to have fun playing with people that were so competitive?
At the beginning, yes, because I didn't care so much. But then when I've seen that it was really important to me, say, okay, but that was okay. So I spent, I think, 1 month here, and then I came back to Argentina, and after 3 months I came back just to settle and live here. And we were with the family, and someone asked, Estefanía, do you play buraco? And I said, no. No. So they didn't remember that I played.
Oh no.
But that was awesome to me because I didn't want to get into that competitive circle. So now, if someone is watching this video,
her secret's out. Now they know.
Yes, I play buraco, but I don't want to.
But I don't play it competitively. And how did playing this game with your Brazilian family in the beginning, how did that help you to get to know them better? Obviously, you learned they were very competitive. How did it help with your Portuguese? How did it help learn maybe some more about the culture?
Yeah, and also some words too. Like, you know, when the classical words of games like you go, no, in Portuguese is pode. And I was like, okay, so you repeat stuff because you know what it means, because you know what it means in your mother tongue, sure. But then you don't know the real meaning of the word, like with what it's pode. You can.
Yeah. You connect it with it. You connect it with what's happening in the game.
Yeah, so you just play it. It's a game.
And it, other than being competitive, did you find that it was more relaxing for you to be around the Portuguese language in the beginning? because I imagine you don't have to speak as much when you're playing the game. That for me always felt very comforting, that I could just get absorbed in the game and move my piece or play my card. And if I didn't want to say anything, I didn't have to. And so it was like, oh, a language break if I wanted it.
Yeah, but also I think when you can't speak a language, not so much, I don't know, you cannot show your personality too. So people don't know you. I mean, you're really you.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing about the games. You can show your personality and you can laugh and you can make jokes without talking, maybe just doing something in the game, and they will laugh and they will find that you're very cool. You're not that shy girl. I mean, it wasn't because I was shy. I couldn't
yeah,
talk. So.
it's because you didn't have the words.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
so
true.
it was good with my cousins to be part of a group, you know. And then when I think the good part is when everybody is remember the game you were in that moment, so you can laugh too.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
have
nice.
these shared memories from it.
Yeah. So it's nice.
Now, if you were going to teach a game that you think maybe your Brazilian family wouldn't know, that you grew up playing or that you really love from Argentina, what game would you choose to share with them?
Okay. When I first came back from Argentina, I bought a game there. The name is Tejo, and it's a beach game. So it's kind of I don't know in English the bochas.
No, I'm
It's
not sure
a
what
game
bochas
that
are.
the older people play it. It's different than bochas because I think bochas is like with balls and you throw it and I don't know. But this one is with wooden disc, wooden discs,
Yeah.
and you make a like I don't know a space in the beach, and you have to throw the discs, and you have a small one. So the point is you have to throw it and be the nearest of the small one.
Okay. So it has
And you,
kind of a similarity to horseshoes, except you don't have a stick that you're trying to get the horseshoe around. You're just trying to get it to be the closest to the small one. Now, is it a disc kind of like a frisbee?
no, it's a wooden disc. So in the sand, when you throw it in the sand, it will like
So it like slides on the sand.
lie on the sand. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that sounds fun. And what did
Yeah,
you say the name was again?
Tejo.
Tejo. Okay.
Yeah, so I brought it here and everybody was very excited, but they made their own rules.
Oh,
but that was okay. And the first moment,
I think it's okay because
no,
you're not competitive. So
yeah, and the first thing, no, the rules are this. No, but if we do it like this and the field
imagine
like
how much more
bigger,
competitive it can be
I
if
was
we do
like,
it this other
yeah, do
way.
it whatever. We can play it, and yeah, we had fun. So yeah, and the point is if you so I think it's 6 or 7 by team. The tejos. I mean, this is called
Teams
tejos.
of 6 or 7 people.
No, 6 or 7
Oh, the
tejos.
disc.
The discs by one team. It's 2 teams. You can play just
gotcha.
1-on-1, but also you can make a team. And yeah, you play until you get to 15 points. or something like that. Yeah, 15.
Depends whose rules you're going by, Estefania's or the Brazilian family.
Yeah, also there was another situation I remember with games when I was a solo traveler in Europe. I was in France and I couldn't speak French either now, just a little bit, but in those moments was the awful. So I had a friend who had a friend who had a son,
Friend?
7 years, a 7 year son. So I met them and we played games with the boy, and he was so excited to teach me the language. And we played board games and like hide and seek and stuff like that. And so he taught me words, and I think that's a really nice way also to connect with locals and to meet people. And yeah.
That is so sweet. The your story reminds me of an experience that I had when I was in Costa Rica, where my host mom's grandson was visiting, and he didn't speak a lot of English. I spoke some Spanish, and we ended up playing some Uno in order to fill the time because
kind of games?
the host mom had left with her daughter, and so it was just us two were like, what are we gonna do? We don't have anything to talk about. Because he was probably about that, like maybe 10 years old. So what am I gonna talk about with this little 10-year-old?
What kind of games have you played?
We played Uno. So we just played a card game because I always carry Uno with me. It's kind of a family tradition to always have a set of Uno cards with you. Yeah. So always come prepared.
Yeah, me too. When I travel, I always carry a deck of cards or something. Because in hostels and stuff like that, you always meet people, and it's a good way to meet and like, hey, let's play something.
I think it's such a nice bonding thing to play games.
Yeah.
I have lots of good hostel stories too about different games and I love when the hostels have like a whole area with games. I'm like, I don't even need to go and see the city. I'm just going to sit here in this room and play games all day. Perhaps not their intention by putting those games there, but I love it.
My problem is with like to remember, because usually I don't know the hostels I've been to or places I've been to, always with deck of cards, but usually there's a lot of people from everywhere, so everybody knows different games, and some of them are awesome. But I'm regretting of not to write or record the video with the rules, because now 100%. I cannot remember.
Yeah.
So this is an advice to everybody. If you play some game with someone when you're traveling, make sure you record the rules or write the rules. Or
yes, write them down somewhere so you can share that game with future generations. You're like, I learned this once in France with
Sicilian game, but no, I can't remember.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. I hope that if you live in another country like Estefanía does, and if you haven't done so already, that you take some time to ask people around you, maybe some family or friends, to tell you about a game that's popular there or a game that means a lot to them, and share a game that is meaningful to you as well. And let us know what game it is that you've learned or that you share with them. So thank you so much, Estefanía, for being here today and sharing all of your experiences with games and Brazilian wind. It was really It was really nice having you on this lovely, windy Brazilian day and just sunny Spanish day. So
Thank you, Vicky.
thank you.